effect. And you know what's up. It's Hilary and Sade. Okay. We about to bring it to you. Say, hey.
We back.
We back.
Yes.
It's been a while.
It's been a long time.
A long time. Cheers.
Yes.
What's up, fam?
I missed our vibe. We are a whole damn vibe.
I missed it as well.
Yes.
So let's chat. Let's catch up over some little nibbles.
Did you just really break down like a little flow at first? Were you going?
I tried to do a little something.
B-Box Hill.
I tried to do a little something, but
B-Box Hill in the house. Nah, people do not know. She is B-Box Hill.
I try to do what I can do. Ain't nothing, ain't nothing. I do it for fun, not for fun.
No, if you ever needed a lifeline of who sung that song, name that tune, you better call Hill Dizzle in the building.
Give me a holler. I probably know.
Yes.
Well, welcome. Let's jump into this lovely display of.
Right? Isn't it different?
It's so
we
cute.
typically bring you guys a drink, but I'm like, we're ladies that love food, so why can't we switch it up? It's hot as hell outside. It's summertime. So what better way to mix it up? I call this a deep south shikiri board.
Shikiri.
Yes, and so you'll see that on your screen. And what I have here is on this one, if you are trying to stay away from the carbs and the bread, don't put naan on your plate. So I have naan on my plate. I have some cherry tomatoes, and what makes this like Southern style, it has some Old Bay seasoning. We have some beef bites. We have a Mediterranean hummus. Of course, you got to have a pickle. If you don't have a pickle, then you got a pickled okra. I think that what makes it, that Southern. Your sweetness is your blueberry almond, and don't knock it until you try it.
Don't knock it until
you try it. Your smokehouse almond. But this is where it got me. This is what I had to be like, oh my goodness. This cheese right here, this is a Chardonnay Parmesan cheese.
Ooh.
So it is from a wine collection, and when I mean it is worth it. And if you do not like the cheese, I will say get you a Gouda cracker. This is a Gouda Triscuit, and then I ended it with some turkey pepperoni.
Salami.
So there it is.
Well, the great thing about this, first of all, this is beautiful, folks. It's lovely. It's very colorful, like you said, very perfect and so in tune with the summer. But I love shikiri boards because you can really put whatever you want on there, like whatever. And so you have turkey salami where I added a little smoked salmon over here on this end. Substitute the naan for crackers, and everything else is pretty much the same, but beautiful, very easy, very simple to do. I think this is a lovely, lovely gesture. And what I love about it is you can pair it with really whatever is your drink of flavor. So right now I just have a little red wine. I know you got a spritzer.
Well, I started with the spritzer, and then I drank it down a little bit and needed some wine, and it obviously became a sangria.
Sangria by natural,
what?
Duh. That's
2 drinks in one?
There it is. Well, cheers.
Cheers. Welcome back.
Y'all see it. It's the F-O-Fact.
All day, all day.
So let's jump right into it. Let's talk some sports. Let's talk football. Hey.
Of course we got to start.
So you guys know it's off season for the NFL. So my Chiefs are just doing that. They're taking some time off. But they stay in the kitchen cooking. My quarterback's getting better. Working on that big toe.
Big toe.
I don't understand why
What's
you're laughing.
wrong with it? What is it called again?
He had a little turf toe. But
Turf
I think it was a little bit deeper than turf toe. But anywho, okay. So yeah, we're in the kitchen. We did some trades this off season and some acquires. So yeah, I don't want to say too much. You just know we in the kitchen cooking. We in the kitchen cooking. Okay. How about your Broncos? What's happening?
We're like those ponies, but I like to say, flick of that wrist. We in the kitchen cooking, flicking that wrist.
Cooking too.
Yeah, I mean, defense looks strong. According to Pro Football, we're ranked number 6. But, we signed an amazing corner, PS2 that they call him, First time since the Broncos signed Patrick Surtain. But first time signing a corner since 2001. So I think that's crazy. We also picked up a nice little running back to support Melvin Gordon. So, yeah. Yeah, and then, you know, well, no, let me break down a story, y'all, because we got to talk about this. And I think a lot of people know what it is, or maybe not. So there's been some news with one of our players is by the name of Juwan James, who is an offensive tackle for the Bronco. I'm going to give it to you guys really short.
Okay.
Due to COVID, the NFLPA have been advising players to not work out at your facility.
Okay.
So this gentleman decides to work off-site. He was advised. He works off-site and he gets injured. That injury cost him a $51 million contract. Really, he signed a $51 million deal in 2019. The crazy thing is, if he would have got injured in the Broncos facility, he would at least had $5 million guaranteed. But since he did not get injured on the Broncos facility, he gets no money. And so there's been a lot of players weighing in on this. Patrick Mahomes said something talking about, well, did his agent advise? And what happens when the NFLPA advises players? Like, how do we make sure that they are supported and that their salaries are not taken? And so
lose his salary, like
done. They Broncos cut him. Done. Put him on injured reserve. Year out.
What?
Done deal. Saved some money on their salary cap. It's jacked up. He was a top, he's a Pro Bowler. He's a top guy.
But they cleared. They told him, don't practice here, but go practice in another facility.
Yeah, either boycott the practice due to COVID, but do not practice at your actual facility. Because remember back then, they were like, due to like COVID being transferable, remember how the Broncos got together and gave everybody the COVID?
I sure do.
We were supposed to forfeit the, we should have.
Indeed. So, but someone advised him that it's okay to practice just not at the facility.
Right.
Which is the Players Association, correct? Yeah. The NFLPA?
Yeah. So.
Well, it sounds like they're going to be covering them or giving them some kind of something.
No, it's a huge debate. That's why players around the league are weighing in like, y'all better pay this man. Y'all better pay this man. And so...
Sound like some old grimy Bronco stuff. That's unfortunate.
I think it's some grimy league stuff. I don't know if it's per se Broncos, but okay.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Broncos is just all over the news. Broncos is all over the news.
Where else?
Where else are y'all? I mean, is it true? Is it so?
I don't like where the dramatics are going now. No.
Oh my gosh. No. Hold the horses here.
What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Boogie, Aaron Rodgers coming to the hoodie? Denver? Is it possible?
Crickets. There's so much I want to say, folks, but
what do you want to say? He's best positioned here.
He ain't coming.
He's best positioned here. He's best positioned in Denver. I mean, the defense at where it's at. We're going to build around them. And we ain't going to hear nothing from these KC fans.
I don't want it. What you mean we going to hear nothing? First of all, I like that you're acknowledging the best. I like that you're acknowledging, because you didn't say nothing like, ooh, we going to be hard for Oakland. Ooh, we going to be hard. You said KC. So I appreciate you acknowledging that we are who you have to worry about.
Of course.
Now, on another end of that, Aaron ain't coming here. It's not happening. I don't want it to happen.
You and every other Kansas City Chief fan, San Diego Chargers fan, Raiders fan, it's really,
Where are you going? No, I'm not going anywhere. It's really one of those moments where I'm like, what is going on? But I do understand. So we're talking about Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay Packer quarterback, has been their quarterback since he was drafted from college in 2005. So now, almost 16 years with the Green Bay Packers. He is, 37 years old. Still got some football life in him, but
That nigga young. How old is Brady? Brady, what, 43?
I think he's some 40 and some change. Still got a little bit of football life. Aaron has had some injuries. You feel me? Bodies are different.
So did Peyton.
Things are different.
So did Peyton. So did Peyton when they cut Peyton.
Boy,
had a
we
whole
ain't
neck
gonna never
injury.
get over
Peyton had a whole
coming
neck
here and
injury
saving y'all
in
little
Indiana.
world.
And
We ain't
Indiana
never
got
gonna get over
nervous.
it. He did
And we
get
said,
y'all.
we'll take him
He did
washed
his thing.
up, if you want to call him that, neck injury and all, but okay.
Well, I'm not, no, Aaron is still fully capable. I'm just saying, looking at where he's been, I think that the goal is to work it out. Now, he has vocalized that he wants out. He wants out. But I think that they could figure something out to allow him to go ahead and stay and finish off his career there. Who wants to just leave at the end of their career? He's been down for that team for so many years, folks. Like, and let's talk about it. Let's talk about the money. And he probably wiped his ass with this, but if he decides to sit out, because what? He hasn't been going to the voluntary practices. Mini camp starting, I think he can get fined up to like some crazy amount. I think total, if he decides to sit out of the season, he will be losing like close to $40 million.
How much is his All-State contract? it's all, because, you know, there was like once upon a time, like Bubblicious, like gave like LeBron James some astronomical amount. And I'm like, is it more than this contract? How much is the All-State? He ain't worried.
You're right. He is on All-State with
is.
Patrick Mahomes and them.
Drake is on there now.
Yeah, he is. So he's going to get some money. You're right. He's going to be good. And that's why a lot of people are like, he can sit out and miss that little money. He wouldn't care. But I think that the way the Packers front office is talking, way that the coach is talking, they want to do whatever they can do to keep Aaron there.
I hear you.
I'm just telling you.
I hear you, but at the end of the day, niggas want to win. They want to win.
We all want to win.
Who was telling me that Melo is too loyal to Boston?
We was having a conversation yesterday. Yeah.
Saying he's too loyal.
Not to Boston, to Portland.
To Portland. He ain't going to win. He ain't going to win in Portland, but he's so loyal to Portland.
Loyalty will get you, will not get you a ring. You right.
Won't.
You right.
And guess what? Aaron is like, I want to win. And who's gonna be the team to do it for me? Broncos. Look at that wrist.
Oh,
look at that wrist.
Please, I don't want it.
That's the new.
Well, we'll say it ain't nothing talked about right now. We'll talk about it when it get here, if it get here, and I don't think it's gonna get here. So just to put it like that. But speaking of others who want out, Mr. Julio Jones, the Atlanta Falcon, who's been there since he hatched and came into the league, is saying, hey, I want out. Julio's the wide receiver for the Atlanta Hawks. He's 32 years old. He's been there since he was drafted, top 10 from college in Alabama, and he was caught on live TV. So if you know I guess retired football player Shannon Sharp. Hey, Shannon.
Bronco.
He has... Shit. He is a Bronco.
He is.
Okay, but anywho, he has a show, and on the show, he gave Julio Jones a call, just like, man, what's going on? What's happening? And Julio said, straight up, I'm out of there. Like, didn't hold back, said I'm out of there. A lot of people are just debating because it's like, I think Atlanta is saying they want a first-round draft pick for him. And people are really questioning because, yeah, he's 32 and he's young, but he has had so many injuries. And so, he's won. I think him and Aaron are like the top two. Like, what's happening right now, where are they going to end up? Because both have, like, stated very loud and clear, I want to go.
Are there any, like, particular teams that Julio, or any particular teams that are, like, eager to grab him?
I haven't, again, I think the big debate is because of what the coach and their organization is seeking for him, that individuals are like, yeah, I don't know if I can give you that. So I haven't heard I will go out on a limb here and say, Chiefs will take you, buddy. I just wanted to put it in the atmosphere. You feel me? Because listen, Tyreek, that's my guy. But to have a little help, come on over to our place. I think we could roll with him. But yeah, that's pretty much what's happening in the football world.
I feel like I'm starting to see a lot more like players' voice to say, I don't care if you own me, you have my contract, I still have voice and decisioning in this process.
Yep.
So I wouldn't be surprised if we just see more players holding out if they can afford it, because that's the reality. if you can't afford it.
Most of these top-notch ones can, for sure.
They can. So, but I like it. Let's go, Aaron. Keep holding out, baby.
Let's go, Aaron.
Keep holding out. Keep holding out, baby.
So, y'all, let's jump into sports, but along the football lines, can we just, first of all, let's go back. I know this is, What's Up Our Network. This is Fam now, but there was a time when we were doing this Dolo long time ago, and we had different segments. And so one segment that we want to bring back and that we want to introduce to you all is our What the fuck? Well, it's really WTF. However, we're going to say the whole word.
WTF. I'm sorry.
It's all good, folks. We try to keep
listeners.
it PG, but nah. Just know, we already told y'all. This is our show. This is our platform. Y'all going to get it how we get it. And so, What the Fuck is a segment in which we tap in on things that are happening specifically in the sports
or around the
area.
world.
Sometimes around the world. You're absolutely right.
There's some shit that makes you say,
what
WTF.
The fuck? Like, WTF. Here's our what the fuck. Can I have you go ahead and talk about it? Because this is a true what the fuck. So we're still in football, folks. There's a certain young gentleman that's been out of the league for how long now?
10 damn years. 10 years. You know the guy who used to do this on the one knee? Lord, my Savior.
And don't do it like that. You better rep your Broncos. Was he? Oh, okay. Make it clear.
And he was the Broncos quarterback, Tim Tebow. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Tim Tebow's coming back here?
Tim Tebow,
he's back?
y'all.
Or no, he back.
Tim Tebow, y'all, is back in the NFL. After 10 years of being out, commentating.
He had a whole
reality show.
Like a bachelorette or something?
I think in reality, he did something. Was just moving and grooving. And Tim Tebow is back in the NFL as a tight end for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Yes, I said tight end. Yes, I said tight end.
Make it make sense.
A position that he has never played.
Make it make sense to me. Make it make sense, because if you telling me that the guys in the semi-pro league who's ready to get their shot, the guys who
have recently been playing,
who might be a free agent who's ready to get a shot, that there ain't nobody good enough, we got to go back and get washed up Tim Tebow?
Well, we don't have to go back and get washed up Tim Tebow.
Then why?
It's called privilege. Okay, folks, let's just call it what it is. Like, it's privilege. The coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars was his college coach. There it is. Exactly.
But can you say anything?
So you can
say anything? Because would you help your sister? No, real spill.
I can't say nothing.
If I got a homie, my sister, 10 years ago, we worked together. I know what she can do. I might call her out of retirement and say, Hill,
what you doing?
What you doing?
Got a spot for you. So that's why, as much as I'm like, what the fuck, I'm also like,
no, what the fuck? I'm sorry, still.
It's definitely a WTF moment, folks. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But in the way in which he got it, like, it's not what you know, it's who you know sometimes. In this situation, knows the coach. And they have a relationship. I think that, like, not just know him, I think they do dinners and all of that fun stuff together. So
he's probably married to the daughter, too. Not messing with you.
I don't know. I think he's a celebrity or somebody. I'm not sure, but it definitely is calling us to say, what the fuck? But Tim, I have a good season. I don't want you to get hurt. I hope you give him a run.
I will be watching this foolery.
Everybody is going to be watching.
I will be watching. Now, if he come out and have a breakout season, now I will be like, okay. Now.
In a position he's never played before.
Then where's Cap?
Don't do it. Don't do it. It's still too soon. We just don't do it.
That's that privilege.
At this point, I'm
about.
like, Cap probably just don't even want to be in. At this point, he's like, they've done too much. It's no turning back. Because I'm with you. There's no reason that Tim should be coming out of a retirement for 10 years. When there's even outside of Cap, there's other players, there's other people that have been sitting. It's whatever it is, free agency. Yeah, so there you have it, folks. Introducing, and know that you will see a lot more of those what the F moments. Like, seriously, please chime in anytime. Make sure you go in and tell us some of the what the F moments that we may have missed that you saying, what the fuck?
But there's some other what the fuck moments. And can I go to world news a little bit?
Oh, you're going to want to switch over? We'll come back to sports. Got you. Let's do it.
Yeah, I got to. So has
What's
nobody... What the fuck? We got aliens here? So the U.S., the government is now releasing, someone leaked video coverage of UFOs being recorded. Huh. What the fuck?
Now,
nobody's panicking. I think my what the fuck moment is because nobody's panicking.
But I don't think people are paying attention. I don't know if people are aware. When you told me, I was like, whoa. Like they're just lurking?
Just lurking. Well, I mean, truth be told, y'all, leave it to me. I mean, they've been lurking from the beginning of time. I mean, if you're telling me, the report said that these things, unidentified aerial objects, have
been lurking around.
Have technology of up to 100 to 1,000 years advanced than what we've ever seen. And so they've been here for a while.
They have been here for a while.
And I guess for me, are you a threat, or have you been in communication with our government?
You want to know why are y'all here?
Why are y'all here? What's up?
Peeping out the scene.
But the government ain't said it's a threat. They haven't said any of that. So are they not a threat? Or is it just because y'all been in communication with them?
Y'all been working on some stuff.
Yeah, what's up? Area 51, what's up? But I just want to say, what the fuck? Ain't nobody's breaking down doors. It's a real story. CNN reported it 2 weeks ago that UFOs are real. And someone in the government decided to leak the video coverage.
I've always thought they were real. I've always believed that there's some life someplace else outside of just this planet and just us. Like, and for us to think that's not, it's like, really? We trying to get to the moon. You don't think people trying to get, what? There's so much to that. Like, we've gotten to the moon, but
have we?
Well,
no, I
was about to say
no, because I've talked to so
say.
many people who do not believe that we walked on the moon at all.
A lot do
at
say
all.
that.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's the craziest thing.
We
only gonna know what they tell us, y'all. We only gonna know what they tell us. That's
do y'all believe that a man has walked on the moon?
That's a good question.
I want to hear
those tuning in. Let us know. Do you believe that we have seen the moon? That we've walked on the moon? You think we have?
I do.
Me too.
If we in an airplane, y'all, if we'd have gotten an airplane,
me too.
We could travel across submarines. We go out into space. We had satellites. It would just be so hard for me to think that a man hasn't walked on the moon. We got rovers on Mars. Like, what's up?
Not rovers on Mars. Pull up.
It would just be hard for me to believe. So
yeah, that definitely is some what the fuck moment.
Yeah,
for sure. Well, I wonder if they play sports over there. I wonder if there's some type of physical activity. You feel me? Like, It's the wine. Yeah. Well, I
want to say, I guess the stories of alien abductions, we gotta maybe say there's some merit to that.
It might be.
There might be some merit to that. Alien abductions might be real.
You're right. Well, jumping back onto sports, can I just say, let's go Nuggets!
Who are you rooting for?
The Denver Nuggets. Yes, I said it. I've said it on this show. I am a Denver Nuggets fan. Kansas doesn't have a basketball team. I don't feel any type of way rooting for the Nuggets.
Many years ago it was OKC.
OKC is still my squad. However, it was more of the players. It was definitely Westbrook and Kevin Durant, who both are no longer there.
I don't like it. I hate the Broncos, live in Denver, but you want to root for
because I got a football team in Kansas. I can't root for a team that I don't have. We don't have a professional basketball team.
And always give you the side eye.
You can forever and always. Let's go Nuggets.
And always give you the side eye. She want to root for the Broncos too, low key.
It will never happen.
Watch.
It will never happen. I'm going back to the Nuggets since Carmelo, Kaya, and Anthony. Been a fan. From AI to all of the greats that have been there. Chauncey, big 3 shots, big shot Billups. You know, basketball is really my thing, folks, but I truly love football. You know, it's all about KC, the Chiefs, but the Nuggets are balling. And if you don't know, now you know. Last night,
My team.
we were able to watch that game.
My team. Denver Nader.
They defeated the Portland Trail Blazers to go into the second round of the NBA playoffs.
I think what was amazing to me, like when we tuned in, they were down 20 points.
It was a very high number. You were right.
Points,
and we
then
were
they
like,
came back,
what?
Slowed down the
Nothing.
game, eased it out. What you call, is his name Jokovic?
Jokovic. Nikola Jokovic. NBA's MVP. They haven't announced it yet, but you know, everybody's pretty rooting for him. He's been a shining star for the Nuggets the past 2-3 years. Out the gate this year, been balling, and what's so impressive, this man has not missed one game.
What else is impressive? You were just filling me in of why he's so unique is he can play any position.
He can do anything. He leads
And I was doing some, research on him. Like, so he started out as a point guard, and what happened was he went on a growth spurt.
He had a spurt.
Everybody thought he was just a point guard, and just went on a growth spurt. And they can come in. He can do a pick and roll. He can hit you from the three, however you want it. How do you want it?
Yeah,
he got it.
Yeah. It does. The
got
game rolls through him. It's awesome to just see him do his thing.
Mm-hmm.
And at a time when our 1-2 punch, Jamal Murray went out, and we were like, everybody was like, oh, the Nuggets, they won't make it. And they have been shining. Of course, we saw last night, Monte Morris has been stepping up, Michael Porter Jr.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the best, trade picks us picking up Doc Rivers' son, Austin Rivers. So, yes, let's go Nuggets. This could be our
year. So the Nuggets is the 3rd seed, getting ready to play the number 2 seed.
They're getting ready to play number 2 seed, Chris Paul at Phoenix, as well as young Booker. He's nice. He's easy on the eye, folks. And then the winner of that will play the winner of Utah and Dallas Mavericks. So
there's a possibility we can go all the way.
There is a possibility. And another big thing in basketball last night, as we advanced to the second round, the current and reigning NBA champions, LeBron James and them. I say and them, but it's really the Lakers, but everybody's all LeBron.
I don't know if I really count that as how I feel about that championship. You didn't play the full.
It was a COVID championship.
It's going to always be championship with a star by it. It says COVID.
Yeah, it's true. Ashley, you got to put a little star there. But they were knocked out of the first round, so they are eliminated from having a chance to repeating their title.
Steph Curry and them got knocked out.
They got knocked out so early. That's why basketball just keeps rolling, moves so quickly. Steph Curry and them got knocked out in the playoff play-in game. So it's crazy what's been going on in the NBA. And that's why I love the NBA, because it's just so one time you can have amazing game. Next one, it's the next man up. And it gives a chance for everybody to jump in and, be a valuable player. So... Shout out to the NBA. Shout out to their league. I always got so much love for the NBA league, just how they always have, dealt with social justice and all of that. So let's go Nuggets. We hope to see you take it all the way.
I know. Us Denver natives would love it. All these other people who are coming here would love it too.
And us Denver livers, those that live in Denver will love it too.
Yes. And on that note, you guys, we are going to take a quick break. So don't go anywhere. It only gets better. It only gets juicy. And we only about to spill the tea.
Spill the tea.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back. Had to take a little quick break. We've been tapping into these little Sha'Carri boards. Don't forget, make yourself a Sha'Carri board. We need to make a little personal one as well, right?
These are like the perfect trays to do just that. To make you a perfect board. Vegetable board.
Just for yourself.
Creative.
It's delicious.
Fruit board.
It's in the spot, for sure, for sure. Well, let's get back into some more sports. A lot has happened. We haven't been able to, tap in with you all in a while. But, I definitely wanted to just talk about how you've been feeling. They've been saying since the, coming off of us just talking about the NBA, how they've been getting treated very wrongly, specifically by the fans, y'all. Like, some would say treating the players like animals, spitting on them, throwing bottles. Yeah, and it's happened to several players, almost 4 incidents since the NBA playoffs has started. Keep in mind, we just came from a time where there were no fans at all. So you think the fans would be grateful and be all good with just being able to be there. But Trae Young in Atlanta, he got spat on. Russell Westbrook in Washington, there was popcorn thrown at him. And then Kyrie Irving for the Nets had a bottle thrown at him in Boston. And I say that because I want to reference Boston. They say Boston has a lot of, of course, racist individuals and fans. So I just wanted to chime in on that. I think it's something to bring light to. We often always highlight negative, and I typically wouldn't. But I think it's something to say because these players get so much slack for any and everything they do. But this is some of the shit they got to deal with. Like, how do we get that under control? How do we get it so... Because to me, you do some shit like that, you should be banned forever. And I think some of them get that.
I think there should be some charges. Press, you spit on me, you go to jail. That's assault. I think if there's more, harsher charges that come down the line, hopefully it will prevent... fans from spitting on players. Like, they just here to play the game.
Just here to play the game. Just here to play the game. And you all, we can't take it that deep. Like, I know me and you go. But at the end of the day, it's all fun and games. Like,
yeah.
It's not going to walk away because my favorite player lost and I'm ready to beat up everybody or spit on them or spit on the opposing team. So it's pretty crazy. And I just wanted to just highlight that to let you know that I get it. I understand players saying that it's too often they're having to say, we're human beings. It's more than just this game. It's more than just us on this court. They are still people. And so all you aggressive fans out there, be clear. I'm not one of them because I knew you was about to say that.
I don't know.
All you aggressive fans out there, take it easy. Just take it easy, y'all. It's just a game. It's definitely just a game.
Yeah.
I think some other big news that's happened that we gotta jump on is the young tennis player.
Naomi
Osaka.
Yeah, Osaka.
Osaka. Thought it was pronounced like the sake you drink, but I might just be trying to put that together.
You might be right.
But yeah.
Yeah, let me first back up and say mental health is a big thing. And so you would understand, she got fined for missing out on a media presentation she's supposed to be at.
Yep.
And for that, she's like, screw that. I'm taking some time for myself, my mental. But yeah, I think the world is shocked.
It's crazy.
She's
like 23. Yeah, megastar.
She's beating Serena Williams, Venus Williams. She's
out the gate
on the scene at 16.
16, yep. Now 23 from Japan.
And now, was that the French Open that she withdrew herself from? If I'm mistaken.
Yeah, decided to withdraw from the tournament.
Yeah.
And I get it. And I think, so what was happening, because she was not choosing to show up for the press conference, she was getting fined and getting fined and getting fined. And so she said, screw it. I'm just going to withdraw.
There goes that voice again. And athletes having that voice.
Having that voice. And I think for us to not tackle in on the mental health component, rather than fine her, but more give her another outlet or give her grace first and foremost.
And understanding.
Absolutely.
And really see, I guess for me, how well does, our sports society do when protecting athletes and their mental health?
I don't think they do that great of a job.
On all realms. And so if a person is saying, like, I can't, just imagine the pressure that she's experiencing.
Oh, I cannot. She's so young, and this is all she's been doing for so long.
Right.
That's tough. But I think one of the things we have to also, and again, I know, but we got to talk about it. She was also one that stood up during, the whole social injustices that were going on. She was wearing a different mask every day with someone's name on it, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, showing up to her tournaments and like killing when she won. She, from shirts to her bag, she was very, very outspoken. And so there is the question, like, is she now paying for that? Is that now part of why they're like, yeah, whatever, get up and, we're going to find you. You can speak any other time. You can stand out. And I'm not saying that's it, but it does make you just question things like, and I understand there again, we're talking and there's, protocols and things like that. But in this kind of situation, where is the grace? Where is the grace of what she's going through?
I mean, like, so the other thing is like playing devil's advocate, right? And the other side is it is a job. And so when you sign up for a job, you sign up for the responsibility.
You got to do your job.
To show up. And if you do not show up for that job, in the real world, you get the verbal, written, and final termination.
Yeah.
And so I can see on the other side of that is like we have no choice
signed up for
to penalize you. And if mental health was an issue, should you be addressing it before missing a media?
Well, I think what she was trying to say is some of that media was messing with her mental health, the questions and the having to be on point all the time. And so I agree with you. I do think that it is a job and you got to show up. But I also think within jobs, sometimes you have to meet, especially someone so successful as her, where they are, right? And if she has mental issues, I guess I would like to know. And maybe it's already in play. What do you have? What is your policies around mental health? Yep. Do you have someone she can talk to? Do you have we'll let you take X, Y, and Z off. We still might find you, but it won't be this because I don't know. But I'm just wondering what they have in play. And if they don't, obviously this is a good time to start thinking about some stuff. Because like you said, like you started out with, mental health is a real thing and we don't chime in on it. We wait till it's too late and then wonder, what could we have done? Well, what you could have done was listen to this baby when she said, I ain't right now.
As an employer, like you bring up a good point. Like I would love to see more employers offering mental health days.
Yeah.
Outside of a sick day.
Just a day to release.
We take time to go to the doctor and to get a checkup on her body. You take time to get your car oil changed, to take it through and get it washed. Why it's so crazy that we don't take time to protect one of the biggest assets in our body, our brain.
Our brain.
And just to get a checkup on, not even if you're crazy or not, but we'll do everything else for our body and not our brain. And so I am so pro, that should be in your normal routine. As you go to the doctor to get an eye exam, to get a physical, you should be going to a therapist just to release and talk, just to see if your mind is in good health.
100%. 100%.
Shout out to all the employers that, build in time for their employees to do that and provide that.
Yeah, that's very...
But it's a real thing.
It's a real thing, and I'm just so glad you brought that up, and I really hope a lot of employers start to pay attention to that and start to say, this is a part, exactly what you said, as a benefit to mine. You get mental health days. And sometimes, y'all, a mental health day is just like you chilling out. Just not doing nothing. Just letting your brain rest. Often I tell you, I go to sleep, I wake up, just your mind don't stop, right? Because there's so much that has to be done. Sometimes you just need to pause. So, much love to Naomi Osaka. I might have messed your name up. I'm sorry. Take care of yourself, girl. And she'll be back. She's young. She'll be back. That's just what it is. I mean, I think I saw something that said for one match she got over almost $95 million. She ain't gonna miss this.
She ain't worried about
She won't blink on it.
Again, she has other endorsements.
She does have other endorsements. She does.
Is not worried about this.
She ain't worried about it. Let's get to some news. I mean, we back. We back outside, y'all. We open. Summer.
Like, I love it, but I feel like the world is confused, especially in the U.S.
Listen.
Like, we are back. It's beautiful, but then, you know, you got half people. Well, CDC made this crazy-ass announcement on the honor system. On the honor.
We talking honor system?
Honor system.
Is that what we talking? We talking honor system.
On the honor system, saying that for those who have been vaccinated, you are no longer required to wear a mask indoors or outdoors. But at the same time, those who are getting vaccinated has slowed down before we hit the 70% mark of herd immunity. And so we'll see. But it's summertime,
It
y'all.
don't make sense, y'all.
It's
It
summer.
does not make sense. We just went from the most drastic hide your wife, hide your kids, shut your door in time of businesses shut down, everything shut down. This all was less, or okay, maybe we had a year, but we go from that to honor system. You just go and do your thing.
Go do your thing.
Go do your thing. We're gonna trust you that you taking that vaccination and just be with the people.
Right. And even though the people who's been vaccinated, they still walking in stores with their masks.
They're still walking the stores with their mask. Or if you look at the Yankees players, 8 of them, right, that got fully vaccinated.
Make it make sense, Hillary.
I can't. I'm having some trouble. Fully vaccinated, and then they all test positive for a different strand. So what you're telling me is go get vaccinated, but you'll probably have to get at least 2 or 3 more of them for all the other
You're
strands.
always going to have a booster. That's I'm not saying that might be the case,
no,
but that is what I think is going to have to happen.
Like a flu shot. It's a booster needed.
You need it. You need it. Your body's going to depend on it. So yeah, you can get it. Now what they're saying, you can get it, but the symptoms might not be as severe.
Deadly. It doesn't make sense, folks. It's some conspiracy. It's some stuff. It's just some ludicrous stuff happening.
Especially when you got employers out there firing people who are refusing to get the vaccine. Like, how are you going to fire somebody you don't even know all the information behind it?
Yeah. And I was reading something that was saying it was about to become like law. Like, it's okay if an employer does want to release you, or if they require you as a part of your job to get vaccinated. And if you don't, they can say, peace, see you later. So it's crazy, but we back outside. We out here. Parties, I think concerts are coming back. Everything's coming back, and just like that, we was shut down, and just like that, we back. So,
whoa,
I know.
I don't even know if I'm ready.
I don't think I'm ready. I really don't. But what I really hope is that in the midst of what happened during COVID, that a lot of people still keep some of the things that they started doing. I feel like so many friends of mine started doing gardening and, spending more time with family. So I hope some of those things still stay in place. Even though you can go to the club now. Well, I say that, like, some clubs, I don't think Atlanta ever shut down. I think we always talk about
Atlanta
that.
ain't never
some places
shut
ain't
down.
never shut down.
They been partying. Strip clubs been open.
All of that.
So, yeah. No,
we back
I'm
outside.
with you. I like the yes, we're open, but I still like the idea of being in the house a little bit.
Yeah.
And just enjoying my space.
Love it.
I guess I'm too old to go to the club, so I mean that's out of
or whatever. But girl, I don't even think I'm going back to movie theaters. I think there's just some stuff I'm probably going like, why do I need to when I can order it right at the crib, same day, pay the same price, a little cheaper, have my own snacks. Like, some stuff is gonna change for the better, and I just hope they know that now. Like, yeah, we can. I think it told us how to do things and how to show up in places differently. Because Zoom is gonna be forever. I can guarantee some people are never going back to offices. I mean, I've had friends who have been moving out because of office, like, space not needed because they can do it from the crib. So, yeah, things are changing. But speaking of COVID, a year ago when it all kicked out, there was also something that happened during that time, and that was the unfortunate death of George Floyd. And since we've been gone, people, the George Floyd trial took place, and
it was a full conviction.
Guilty on all charges.
And then they just went back and indicted all the officers that were there, and so I think that was big news after of all the charges against Derek Chauvin. It's now officers, you got to pay for it. And so no longer can you just be silent as you watch a black man die.
Because
what's
you're
still
just
so
as guilty.
unfortunate, there's been so many harsh acts against black men since then.
Yeah.
Just as of
Don't
late.
stop.
It just doesn't stop. Just the harassment, ongoing harassment. I'm over it. I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
I'm sick of seeing it on the news. Like,
yeah, it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. This was something that was just videotaped, and it was at a time where we were all at home. And so, you know, I don't mean to make it seem so light, but it is when we know it continues to go on. If not that brother, another brother. So, but I just think it's good for us to at least highlight that, you know, we look at all the cases and how often they all get off, but guilty on all charges. Now, the kicker is what will be the punishment. Because I did read something that, what is his name? I try not to even say it. Chauvin asked for time served.
Man, get up out of here.
I didn't make it up, folks. He asked for time served or probation. And I said the nerve. But that is what he is requesting. Why he feels he can even open his mouth to ask for that is crazy to me.
Throw the book at him.
So that's where we sit. We sit tight. Like, yes, guilty, but we got to sit tight. Because let me tell you, if this man get anything less than years, and I mean years, like 10 plus, we still going to show out. Because it's not enough. It's not enough to have time served. It's not enough to be put on probation. It's not enough. He's setting that trial just blank face, no, so it's not enough. He's got to pay, and I want accountability.
Wow.
Yep.
That's been happening, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that, you know, so much has happened. I feel like we tried to hit on a lot of things.
I'm going to tell you on the last show, you said it best. Ain't no money for free. Is inflation on the rise. And I will tell you, inflation is here.
It's here, y'all.
From eggs, from gas. They about to say we about to run out of
$3.19 for some gas? Where they do that at?
Lumber, they're pausing, building on residential homes in certain instances. We have a cybersecurity threat that is huge that the FBI has come out and said we need to be aware of, because when you have people who are breaking in the largest food plants in the United States, that's a freaking problem.
Yep.
So much is going on.
It's happening.
UFOs,
it's happening. UFOs back open.
Might be coming to the hoodie.
We don't know about all that. Relax. The Nuggets is advancing. We ain't talking about the Broncos right now.
Men still don't know what they want.
Men still don't know what they want. But I'm loving that you talked about inflation, girl. We are paying for it. I went to one of my favorite restaurants. He like, yo, I might got to start frying chicken. I was like, why? It's like the oil. Can't afford the oil. I was like, are you kidding me? So, no, you said, no, wait a minute. But like you said, it's just, that's taking over. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot happening. That 100 Years, Black Wall Street Massacre, you know, that documentary came on, so that was huge. I think that caught a lot of attention.
Let's talk about it. It takes 100 years to disprove if someone is saying it's a folklore or not. 100 years to say that there has been a mass grave, multiple mass graves, and we need to look into that to see if that's true. 100 years. Like, that's crazy to me.
I got no words.
And now it's true. And so if you know that it's true, then what? What do you guys do? What do you do? Tulsa, what's up?
They gonna get some reparations. They gotta get something.
Man, reparations, as we talk about real-time education for all Black Coloradans. We can't talk about for the other states at this moment, but what we can say is we are supporting
kicking off an initiative for free lifetime education for all Blacks in the state of Colorado. So y'all pay attention. Y'all will hear more about that for sure. Can I just quickly talk about the lady that got gully on us with the bear? For the puppies, though. They wasn't even for kids, y'all. For the puppies.
Wait a minute.
There was a big bear, a big mommy bear. I'm sorry, I had to mention this. So random. The big mommy bear with her 2 little cubs walking on a little wall, and then some dogs shot out. Looked like it might have been a nice little size, you know. I don't know if it was the maid, but the dog shot out. And I think the big bear was scared that the dogs were trying to attack her baby, so she goes for the dogs. Here come this woman, come out, push the bear.
Over the dogs?
Over the dogs, dog. Over the dogs. I'm like, oh, That's what we doing for dogs. Because let me tell you something. I have a dog. I love her to death.
What if a bear is out there?
If a big bodily bear like that come out, she on her own. She on her own. She gone. She gone. I just had to mention that because that was everywhere. Like, she saves her cubs, and then this lady saves these dogs. Like, I could not believe it. And it just made me think, like, y'all protect your kids, protect your loved ones, because that showed if you can do that for a dog, we have to do that for our people. And I know me and you have talked about that, like, with all this going on, trafficking is at an all-time high. You know, just everything. We have gotten into an ugly place in our world, like so much. Like, you have to just protect yourself, protect the people you love, and be like that lady who ran after them dogs for that bear. Just make sure you're always looking out for yours. Like, that's my little tidbit for today.
Can I just say last thing before we wrap up here on this great, beautiful Friday
Beautiful.
night? Be aware what's happening in your state regarding voter restriction laws. Because as of right now, there have been 22 states who have passed some type of laws that will hinder people from voting, specifically people of color. Just be aware of what's going on out there.
Just in the world around you. What is happening? Just to stay in the know.
Stay in the know.
To be in the know is a special thing. But before we wrap up, you know, we always got to jump into our fashion tidbit.
Yes.
As you know, this is the F Effect, folks. And so we talk all things football, fashion, and a little bit of foolery. And then, of course, you know, we throw the food from time to time. So with that said, I definitely want to... you know, highlight a summertime fashion. So something that I am like, you know, summertime is hot. Okay. You love the summer, and I'm a fall girl. Like,
summertime.
Oh, and so often, you know, you want to just go. You want to just get up and go. And so, you know, I'm comfortable. I like T-shirts. You know, this is the time of leggings and biker shorts. But one of my favorite things is a shirt dress. Like, I live for a shirt dress that you can just put on. Shirt dresses come in so many different types. T-shirts, whatever it is, you can dress them up. You can make them cool. And then, you know, I got a little thing for Rashida. I know y'all probably like, we talking about Rashida again? Yeah, we talking about Rashida again.
That's my chick. I love some Rashida.
That is my main thing. Been my main thing forever. So she just always rocks a mean shirt dress. And so, yes, like in this one, she has on a fly, you know, representing the culture. She put it with heels, a cute pop of color with her purse and the heels. So yeah, you know, she just shows you how to do it real well. But shirt dresses are so popular. Like, you could take an oversized T-shirt and make it happen. Button-up shirt dresses. So
even an oversized hoodie dress.
Yes, a hoodie dress.
Take you back a little raw. Give me a good hoodie dress.
Yeah,
long, over the knee.
For sure.
But it's in.
It is in. So there's multiple pictures that you will see, just like showing different kind of shirt dresses. You can wear tennis shoes. You can wear sandals. Put a little booty on with it. You can put a high boot on with it. I know we're talking summer, but
put a stiletto.
We're talking summer, but often, you know, most people, some summer still it gets a chilly night. So having a shirt dress on with some boots or thigh high, super dope. I will say this, why I think that you can do it so many ways. There is a wrong way you can do a shirt dress. Like, be cautious, ladies. Be cautious. If you're hippie, you got a behind. It is gonna rise, ladies. So sometimes I see shirt dresses gone wrong, and I'm like, ma'am, I see that cheek. which means at that point, it's not a shirt dress. No, that's just not a shirt dress. It's a shirt at that time. So be cautious of a shirt dress and a shirt. You feel me? You can turn a shirt into a shirt dress. But it can't just, if it's large enough. If it's an oversized shirt. But don't walk out with no just shirt saying, I got on a shirt dress. Don't do it. Do not do it. But definitely essential for the summer. Easy breezy, love a shirt dress. So y'all get your shirt dressing on. You get your shirt dress on.
I got a few. I'm ready.
Me too. Well, that's all right. We back. We back. I'm feeling like we back. Hey. Speaking of music, last tidbit, Billboard Awards. Did you see that our boy Drake won like Artist of the Decade? Longer than Michael Jackson, folks. he has been sitting on the Billboard for over the last decade. He's had a song on the Billboard every week. And the first artist to have a 1, 2, and a number 3 at the same time. So I'm sorry, I had to throw that out there.
I like me Drake. There's a lot of niggas that hate on Drake.
I love me some Drake.
You know, sometimes they say he's too soft. He makes music for the women. We'll keep making music for the women.
Keep making it, baby, because I love it. What's your favorite Drake song? He got so many, though. That's a crazy random question.
Out with one of the second one, Best I Ever Had. If I was following Drake before Drake's name was even popular.
Same.
And
when he dropped that mixtape,
Best I Ever Had.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. My favorite is that Cameras. Always gonna be Cameras.
You fancy, huh?
Take care.
Fancy, huh?
Take care album Cameras. Word on blow is the click about to blow. You ain't gotta run and tell nobody. You already know. I am it. Hey. What you know about the team? Hey. So shout out to Drake. But thank y'all all for joining.
Yes.
It was another wonderful F-Effect show. Make sure to tune in every Friday, 8 p.m. right here on our network. And yeah, toast to completion of a show.
We back.
Until next time. Y'all stay cool. God bless. And we will catch you later. Peace.